What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing today? You are here with us today, 104.1 FM Riverwest Radio. Thank you for always hosting us today. We have the one, the only Megadon has come back, and it's on a little bit different tip this time. Last time he came and talked about his DJ stuff and a little music. Today we're gonna talk about a lot of music.
Absolutely,
man. And I may even cover some other stuff, but like, how you doing today, Megadon? Welcome in.
I'm good. I'm just blessed to be back here again for sure.
Blessed to have you always, man. It's just we've been running the album up and everything like that.
Thank you.
Was glad to be able to get the visual out with you and everything.
Absolutely. That was a fun thing to do for sure.
And now, like, you guys been doing some promos since then.
Yep.
You know, some write-ups. You just did an interview with Breaking and Entering
Yes.
lately as well. So like, you've been on the promo market. So tell me, man, what's it been like?
It's been good. Literally just staying busy, promoting the new Lost Boys record with me and FA, and it's been getting a lot of like positive reviews and good streams and everything like that. And both of us are just blessed and proud to make it, and glad that it's out there and people enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Man, and I was glad that, like, when it came out, it was such, like, I'm glad you let me enjoy things even though we know things as a fan as well.
Right.
Because personally, I didn't even know until you was like, let's do some shooting, that it was coming out. I was like, oh, we got a let's track. But like, I still let mums be the word.
Exactly.
So how did it kind of come to be? I know you and FA know each other on a
personal level.
Yeah, like like through the scene, but like, how does an album come about?
Well, yeah, like I said, I've known FA for a while now, and basically, like, we just hit it off from the first time we met back in like the end of 2023, going into 2024. So obviously, we just got to know each other more, and then plus, like, I just loved his music so much. I was so hooked with his music, and it was around the time where I was doing my music too, and starting to do my projects and all that. So basically, we just stayed in contact with each other and all that stuff. And then once I established myself as an artist, I wanted to do some collab stuff. But I just wanted to collab with people that I knew fully. And FA was definitely one of the first choices to collab with. So we were just talking, and he was like, yo, let's do a collab project. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. So we just wanted to, like, get in the studio and just work, because we're both so busy doing our own thing. So we definitely need to just find a day where we could just go in there and work. So I hit up the homie BO, and
do it, BO.
Yeah, so I hit up the homie BO and set up a session with him, and I told FA, we're about to go into the studio, and we're just gonna just knock this project out. And so BO, he made like 8 beats for us, and then me and FA came to the studio one day, and we just like knocked out like 6 of the 8 beats in one session. And then the next week we came in and we finished up the last 2 beats, and then we basically put all like the interlude stuff up in there, and that became the project. And then, like, I came up with the concept for the project, Lost Boys, because that's one of my favorite movies growing up from the 80s. And
I do got to give some compliments on that album cover. It seemed very on theme. I think that's one of the first things you showed me, right?
Yeah.
We was shopping. I was like, man, you kept things really well on, like, you keep things good on theme.
Yes.
Like, like the artist side does, like, I see you as a DJ. I pop up, I put the camera in his face, yo, I'm paparazzi.
Yes.
But like on the artist side, like, Megadon can get things right with knowing history leading up to what's now.
Absolutely.
So like, going into like the Lost Boys, like you were saying, like, so like, yeah, like, what was the ideas and things behind that?
Yeah, like I said, I just love that movie. I love that movie growing up, and also, I compare me and FA to Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, who are the 2 leading guys in that movie. And like the amount of chemistry that they had with each other reflected the amount of chemistry me and Fa have with each other. So we wanted to go with that, and then plus like Lost Boys is like a vampire type of movie, so and like more of like a Halloween theme type of movie, and so we did the cover art at night around like October. Our homie Tristan.
Shout out.
Yeah, he did the photos for it, and yeah, so we just went on like on the hill, and that was overlooking the city because we love Milwaukee, and this is a Milwaukee type of record, and then we kind of came with that, and then I told Tristan to come up with the font and all that stuff, and that's how it came to be.
It came nice and naturally neat, and that's the
Absolutely.
thing, and that's a good way to like always see that it came about, because
Right.
like I kind of on a personal level I did know that you messed with them on the music side, but
Yes.
when it came to a actual like collab, I actually thought you were gonna feature with Spades or something like that first, because I kind of go off of who you collabed with, done things,
Yes.
like you got your things with Wax,
Yeah.
and Dizzy, right?
Dizzy
Wax,
Rams,
and
yeah.
Dizzy, and everything like that. With so when you have the group stuff, then you have your solo stuff. I thought something like that would have been like me and Wax Cherub, like all beats
Yeah.
and things. But I do like the fact that you linked up with FA, because it seemed very natural.
Yeah, it's
too.
natural. All of my collaborations are natural. Like like with Wax and Dizzy, I've known them for a long time, and we did the group project. And I
Oh
told
wait,
him-
hold on, Wax. I know that you be watching and listening to stuff because I see the likes. I need some beats from you. What's going on? Other than that, I'll leave it be.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. But no, yeah, me, Wax, and Dizzy, we known each other for a long time, and and we did the Nocturnals Forever project together, and then that gave me my start as an artist, and then that led to me doing Views from the Four, which Wax did most of the production on, and Dizzy did a track on that too. And then when I did Rookie of the Year with that guy Eli, that was also very natural and all that stuff. So, and then the collab with Spades on that project, that was very natural because I knew him for a long time. So all of it is very natural, and when it comes to collaborations with people, like I want to work with people that I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like I don't mind doing features with people, but I want to make sure the vibe is right. And because once the vibe is right, then it comes out right. And me and FA, we had so much fun doing this project, and it was like the quickest project I've ever been a part of.
Man,
So.
and you really like dropped it on, like, it was like beyond. There's different levels of surprise. I was like Beyonce level of surprise. Like I'm pretty, like I only knew like a couple days before the post,
Yeah.
and things like that. So I do like that how it came out. It was nice. I enjoyed it. I got both my favorite tracks today. That's going to be played a little bit later on.
Yeah.
And things. So since it did kind of come out quick and everything like that, what was it like bouncing ideas back and forth? Like, so when you come up with a name or for a track or what the rap's going to be like, was there any like kind of a long discussion in the studio, or did y'all just like hop on the mic?
We literally just hop on the mic. Now I write my songs. I'll write my verses for each project, and I kind of just come up with an idea in my head, and without like a song title or anything like that, just kind of go off an idea. Then I just start writing it down, and me and FA, we do the Milwaukee music type of thing where we just we just talk talk our stuff on it, and we just show like how dope we are, and I think that comes off very well and easy for us. So basically it just goes off that, and then FA, he comes off the dome. He like, it's amazing. Like him and Aoli and everybody, like they come off the dome with this, and it's just so awesome. And like with me, I write all my lyrics, and like it's coming off the dome with me when I write, but I just have to write it down. So when I get to the studio, I will know what I have to say, because I'll forget about it after a while. So
I mean, some people even forget their lyrics on stage, that like of their own lyrics and stuff. Everybody do got like, everyone does kind of have like a different process when it
Yeah.
comes to writing and then releasing
Exactly.
and things like that.
Exactly. So yeah, so that's just how it came.
And
with
the crazy thing is, and rap, at least it's all like respected. Like nobody be
Right.
like, oh, you right or oh, you don't right. Everyone be like, hey, what's your way you do it?
No,
You know,
everybody
they
has
kind of just be like, yeah, that's what you do, ain't it? Yeah.
right. Yeah, no, everybody has their own way of doing it, and it's dope. So yeah, so that's how it came to be with the lyrics, and then Bo,
Nice.
but he's just super super dope and very very quick and fast, which I love. I love that. Like basically,
Actually, and this is a question. Actually, I can spit. So, what was it like working with Bo and
Yeah,
things
no,
like that? So, like a produce, because you working hand in hand with producers. You're not like grabbing just random beats. You're working hand in hand. In
exactly. Yeah.
If you can give like suggestions to like people who are on the scene or artists to like who want to get into things like that, what do you think some of the benefits or things like that are? Working like hand in hand.
Well, yeah, going to your first question, yeah, like I said, working with Bo is amazing because like I said, he's super quick with everything, and like he can sample anything, and I love that. I love sampling, and I like to move fast because my brain is always bouncing off ideas. So he just understood that, and I told him the vision that I wanted for this project, and how I wanted it to sound, and he just made it work, and I love that. And also we just built a connection over time too, because I met him through Spades, and plus I knew the work that he did with Maj G and AOE and all them, because he was super close with them. So yeah, so once I got into the studio with him for the first time, and we started to get to know each other, we just connected right off the bat. And also like I said, his process is very smooth and quick, which is dope. So I think my advice for people is just like, when you're looking for producers, yeah, just kind of just build a connection, like I said, on some natural type of thing, you know what I'm saying? And and once you got that, then it's all good. And also just be cool, be humble, and and just show love and respect. And when you do that, especially when you meet a producer and everything like that, and you vibe with what they're doing, and they vibe with what you're doing, then it makes everything all work out. So yeah, so it's
You
a
think
natural thing.
you think you would ever get into producing? If you if like all the cars fall in right, you think you could do it for like a year?
Well, basically now I've kind of realized that I am in production in a way as a more of a executive producer role, where it's like I come up with the concept for things, and I pick the samples, like I said, which is a part of producing and everything like that. And I like I'm kind of the more like the conductor of it all. Like Bo, he's the beat maker and everything like that. And I love that. Like Bo, Eli, Wax, Dizzy, all they're like they're beat makers, and I love that, and I want them to do that because because I can learn how to do that, but that takes time and patience, and like I said, I'm always racing and everything like that.
Oh yeah, because it's not just like rapping and DJing you doing. It
Yeah.
does take a certain different energy
Yes.
to be on the scene.
Exactly.
And it's kind of like we're going to talk about this more after we, talk about your music specifically, but like being on the scene and also doing music are two different things. Because there's some people who actually do DJing, producing, rapping, but they don't step out.
No, they don't step out.
They may pop out like on some like, here and there, but like someone like Megadon, like you can, if you out there, you can actually catch like Megadon, and so say hi. He not stuck up either or nothing like that, y'all. Like he not finna treat you no type of way if you a rapper and thing. Because people have like DM me and be like, how do y'all get y'all music to DJs, things like that? Like, well, most likely you get to know them first.
Yeah,
you gotta step out.
Yeah, no, just gotta step out, and also too, just like I play what I want to play, and I play what I love to listen to. If you have a song that I vibe with heavy, then I'll play it. Like, so it just has to hit me in a way.
And that's the biggest thing. Like, you got to tell them, you got to send it to them though.
Yeah,
you
send it to
can't
me.
you can't
Yeah,
just be
send it
you
to
can't
me.
just be you can't just click follow. I'm
Right.
following Megadon and be like, he gonna see
Yeah,
it. And then,
right,
like,
no.
you gotta give
Send
give the DJ something to work with. Give
Yes.
them, like, reach out, because what other people do that.
Mm-hmm.
You get more like included in things.
And then also, I just gotta tap in too in a way. I gotta do the same thing. So like, if you follow me and I know you're an artist and everything like that, I'll look on your page and everything. And if you got songs that like I vibe with and that hits me, then I'll start playing it. Like, that's how it was with FA, and how I got in contact with him, because I just really loved his music and I loved his vibe.
And now you got an album out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's
And then,
crazy how it actually works so naturally.
right? Yeah, and then with Bo, the same thing. Like, I love the work that he did with Spades and with Aoli and Maj G, and I wanted to see what he can do with me and all that. And so I think it's just that natural connection over there, which is dope. And then going back to the producer part of it, like I said, I love letting the beat makers do their thing and just be more of a collaborative thing where I can just tell them my idea and then make it come to life. So
absolutely. And I'm just gonna say, y'all, speaking of vibes, we don't leave y'all without some tracks to listen to. So I have two personal favorites, and like Megadon said, when you got something you like, you play it.
Yes.
So today I'm gonna be playing from Lost Boys, the song Lost Boys, and Mountain Dew. When you see the visual recap, everything makes sense.
Yes.
No, like, actually, one of the first times Megadon invited me out to something, that was the first thing we went and both got. We was at Potawatomi, for Not the Reasons You Think. We was looking at awards.
Yes, exactly.
And
I was nominated for a award.
And the first thing we went did, it was like, oh, they got free Mountain Dew downstairs? Let's go on an adventure.
Yeah, and we got Lost.
And the Lost Boy. Hey, it's all on theme. Lost Boys.
Right. Yeah.
I was the first Lost Boy. No, I'm playing. All right,
It's
y'all.
all
We
good.
finna run this music up right quick. You guys enjoy, and I'm gonna be right back with Megadon, and we gonna talk about his some more stuff on the album, and talk about a little bit of his stuff on the scene after that too.
Absolutely.
Let's run it up.
Yeah.